Hi everyone. Today I just want to talk about what helped me during my treatment, and I think the thing that helped me the most was my state of mind, like my how much I worked on keeping positive, and how much I worked on my mental state of mind. Um, I think it was about, I don't know, round six or five. I realized that the physical side effects were difficult and very challenging, but as long as you had your mind sorted, you could push through it, you could get through things. So you could deal with the side effects physically, but your mental state of mind was absolutely key. So I just want to talk about a couple of things that really helped me through it. I feel that when you're told that you've got cancer, I feel that your life, you're kind of walking through and balancing on top of a rope, on a very very narrow rope, if you ask me. And you need to keep on top of that rope and deal with not only your emotions and your physical state and side effects and condition, but also of people around you, your partner, your husband, and your kids, your extended families. So it's a juggle, and you need to keep balancing on top of that. And I think a couple of things that really helped me was keeping that positive mindset. And I know it's easy to say that, and potentially you're asking yourself, like, how did you keep positive every single day, when you're feeling so unwell, and when you're not, when everything was robbed, from your, day-to-day life, your routine, your ability to do things. I think I just took the opportunity to work on my mindset, overall, how I looked at the world, how I looked at each situation. And in particular, that situation, I knew that I needed to be positive. I needed to keep focus on my outcome. I really needed to work on keeping that mindset throughout my treatment. And that wasn't something that I just kind of decided one day and didn't do anything about it. It was an everyday kind of routine change and routine kind of adding things that would add to that mindset. On my previous post, I mentioned about the people around you, that sometimes they don't know what to say, sometimes they can't find the positivity around the situation, and they can't add to your to your cup. And I think it's really important for you to be selfish during this experience, because you need all the strength, all the positivity, or you can only deal with good things around you, because you're dealing with this really challenging and this really experience that potentially obviously it's not ideal. So for me, it was really important to that's like a stupid example. I wouldn't watch the news. I haven't watched the news for years now anyway. I wouldn't watch anything that was going to be or make me feel negative or sad, or I would only listen to positive things on YouTube, podcasts. I only read things that would they were going to add things to my state of mind, and I would only surround myself with people that knew how to support me, that they knew that they believed that I was going to be okay, and they had no doubt about that. And they kept by my side, and they were positive, and they kept filling my cup when I needed. So I feel like you're trying to balance in this rope, going from if you think about one tree to another, you've got a rope, one of those acrobats. You're trying to kind of balancing on top of this rope, and you need to keep yourself on top of that rope. And another really important thing was the ability to pick myself up pretty quickly. I remember on my first treatment, I had surgery 4 weeks prior. Kids came home from school, I had a sore throat, my white cells were really low, and I couldn't have my first treatment. So that I was really excited about, having one treatment down. And getting really, happy to just go, okay, well, this is what's going to happen when I have my treatment, and I couldn't have it. So, obviously I went home and I was really upset, and I had to wait another week so I could have my treatment. And that happened quite a few times. And I'm not saying that I didn't feel upset, that I didn't, that I just went out, whatever. I didn't. It took me maybe 2 or 3 or 4 sessions to get delayed for me to realize, I need to pick myself up quicker than just spending, a couple of days thinking about, why didn't I have my treatment? There was something that I could not control. I was doing my best every day, day in, day out, to fill my body with good food, to fill my body with physical exercise when I could do, to fill my body with all the positive things that I could get in my mind. And I realized that, when they told me, like, look, you can't have a treatment this week, I changed my mind to say, you know what, this is not something I can control. I believe this happened with quite a lot of people, and it's not something that it's uncommon. The chemotherapy is really strong. I can't see how people can go through this every 2 weeks without any delays. So what I'm gonna focus on is enjoy my third week, which I would have more energy, and I would just work more on my body, so my body was going to be more prepared for the treatment. So 2 things really: to keep balancing on that rope, keep being positive. Don't let things that normally would affect your state of mind get to you. You need to focus on being on top of that rope. You need to focus on being positive, on really focusing on your end goal, on doing everything you can to heal your body, to help your body to heal. And the other thing is, pick yourself up pretty quickly. The quicker you let go of the control, the best will be for you. It took me, like I said, a few sessions, and I wish I had done that earlier on, right? Because I could have saved myself some thinking, what if, and trying to control a situation that I couldn't really. So pick yourself up pretty quickly, and focus on what you've got to do. And if that is another week of waiting to get your next treatment, focusing on enjoying that week, focusing on doing more exercise, focusing on eating better, focusing on spending more time with your kids, because you'll feel a bit stronger. So yeah, just those 2 things really helped me, and I hope that can help you too. I would love to hear your comments. Please check my website as well. It's 𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗓𝗂𝗏.com, ANGELICAALEN.com. I've been writing some blogs as well, and please check my podcast as well, which I'm talking a little bit general about health, but I would love you to check it out as well, and love to hear from you. Thank you so much.